Hello everyone! Boats and bad decisions are never a good combination. In this video, you'll see hilarious moments where people completely underestimated the water, the boat, or their own skills. At least she made everyone laugh. They thought they could handle the huge waves, but in the end they ended up in the water. I can only imagine how he drives a car if this is how he drives a boat.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
This small boat ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Everyone tried to wake the captain, but unfortunately it was too late. Construction work in Venice can easily go wrong because materials can only be delivered this way. A demonstration by the Malaysian Navy went wrong, and the cameras captured the whole embarrassing moment. Interesting tourist experience. I just hope there are no crocodiles nearby, because they're stuck without transportation now.
I got it!
Good acrobatics, but clearly bad balance. For all boat lovers, this was painful to watch, while the people filming were just laughing. Once things start going wrong, they're hard to stop, just like in this case. In this situation, there was nothing they could do to prevent the destruction of the boat. They could only stand there and watch. What do you think? Did the captain lose his job after this? Everything was going great until the end of their ride on the sea. He almost fulfilled the saying that a captain always goes down with his ship. It was obvious the space was too narrow to pass, but just look at how it ended.
Stop, 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 stop.
In a moment, his dream was shattered and he ended up at the bottom. Maybe he picked the wrong moment to impress his girlfriend. This is a perfect example of moments before disaster. Luckily, no one was injured. He had too much confidence in his boat handling skills in all kinds of conditions, even on icy water. In the end, he only ended up causing major financial damage. This is exactly why you should pay attention in school. If they had, this probably wouldn't have happened. Who do you think is actually to blame here?
Oh shit.
$1 million yacht destroyed by massive unexpected waves. If you think you're clumsy, just wait until you see a day in the life of one of the most clumsy people in the world. He simply loves speed. A huge ship fails to stop while approaching the dock. Luckily, no one was injured except the captain's ego.
Get up there! My dinghy.
It was a close call, just moments away from them all tipping over and ending up in the water.
Oh! 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 Oh my God! Holy fuck! That thing's fucking done. Wow. Oh, there's a person fucking right there. Wow. Who do you fucking call right now? A tugboat ain't even taking that.
Driving a boat on a forest river is not exactly the best idea. I wouldn't join this crew for $1 million. The boat was empty, yet it started on its own and
Away boat. Oh my God. What the?
the sound of something breaking like this is one of the most expensive sounds you can hear. He's trying to save his dream from completely burning out, but he also realizes it's impossible now. And now the challenge begins: how to get onto this boat. Rich people obviously don't see small obstacles. Crew is trying to persuade the metal beast to come out. Water is definitely not the natural habitat for this much horsepower. Influencers have finally managed to become one with nature. The boat is barely holding on to the edge of this muddy shore. Someone is very excited about the Big Bang. It seems that safety rules are just a suggestion for this man. Free ride is the best thing for marine mammals. The seal decided that it will no longer waste energy on swimming. Barking and lowing echo along the shore while the fun lasts. The land dog has finally found his sea cousin for chasing. Bubbles come out as he tries to explain his theory. The camera is the only witness to this wet and unusual monologue. Every step here sounds like the crunching of tiny gems. The beach is covered with a layer that hides the secrets of the sea depths. Sugar and salt mixed in a second. The bride watched as her expensive cake went away forever. Dangerous fin cuts through the sea like a sharp knife. The depth hides the rest of this powerful and quite terrifying body. Dock workers look like ants next to this giant. The sight of such a mass docking always inspires awe in observers. Driver obviously forgot where the brake is located. The sound of crushing plastic and wood filled the entire peaceful marina. Her hairstyle no longer exists because of this storm. Sand flies as paws struggle with the invisible force of nature. Water is receding, leaving the bottom completely dry. Everyone knows that this piece bodes no good. Wooden planks were too slippery for her. An elegant walk turned into a very comical and wet ending. Planktons decided to put on a real light show tonight. Every movement in the sea leaves a trail of bluish and magical light. He thought he was stronger than the power of the ocean. A big wave simply swept him off the face of this sandy land. His head serves as a pedestal for a crazy dance. The styrofoam turns uncontrollably while he tries to maintain any kind of direction. No one can count this organized chaos. Thousands of birds fly in perfect formation over the heads of astonished observers. Nature's chemical reaction looks like a scene from the most expensive science fiction movie. People are left stunned by this natural phenomenon that lights up the entire bay. Watching this struggle with balance will fix your day in a second. Every time a wave comes near, she gets flustered and makes a funny turn. It seems that wings are a much better option for her than these thin legs. Drifting aimlessly was never his idea of fun at sea. He is now trying to fix something that clearly requires a professional mechanic and a lot of tools. Let's hope someone with a working engine passes nearby. Watching their stillness can be a very meditative experience for the observer. They look like living sculptures that someone placed directly into this calm water. His ears flutter as he prepares for a big splash into the blue. This is proof that dog love knows no physical obstacles or dangers. He will emerge happy and wet, ready for a new round of sea adventure. Cloud of feathers is descending lower and lower towards the swimmers and the sand. Everyone wonders what is so interesting that it attracted such a number of birds to one place. Transport attempt turned into a disaster that no one predicted in time. Now the driver can enjoy the fresh air while trying to explain what actually happened. One wrong height estimate cost him his front window and a lot of nerves. Photo was supposed to be perfect for her social media and friends. Instead of an elegant pose, we got a recording that will be retold with laughter for a long time. Fortunately, only her pride suffered a bit as she slowly got up from the ground. Laughter turned into surprise as everyone tried to stay on their feet. The sea decided to take back its part of the coast without any prior warning. Everyone ended up completely soaked, looking for their flip-flops in that general chaos. Nature sometimes reminds us how small and powerless we actually are before it. This sight is breathtaking and at the same time curdles the blood of every observer. The force with which it will hit will be enough to change the look of this entire coast. Her hunting tactic looks like a well-rehearsed dance on the very edge of the sea foam. The heron ignores the tourists while focusing on every flicker beneath the water's surface. Nature has created a perfect fishing machine here without any extra tools. Screen was still glowing as it sank towards the dark and muddy bottom. This hero of the day didn't let all the memories and contacts disappear in the salt water forever. Let's hope the device is waterproof and the friend is a good swimmer with quick reflexes. Sculpture of metal and ice now stands motionless in this deserted and frozen parking lot. The owner will probably have to wait for spring to even manage to open the doors of his powerful machine. This sight reminds us how low temperatures can be ruthless towards modern technology. Weight of this ancient creature requires maximum effort and attention from all the people present on the shore. As soon as it touches the water, its sluggishness disappears and it becomes incredibly fast and free in the ocean. Even though it's tiny, it is an important part of this large and complicated ecosystem that surrounds us. It is important to return it to the shallows as soon as possible so it can continue to grow in peace. Engineering marvel leaves confused looks on everyone who happened to be near this resort. It looks like the skeleton of some prehistoric creature that came to life thanks to pure physics and the creativity of a brilliant mind. Safety is the priority here, but adrenaline is definitely at its peak for all visitors. Even the most experienced swimmers have trouble maintaining balance when the strongest series of these machine-made impacts begins. Energy builds up as the first serious wall of salt water forms in the distance. As soon as the wave hits, calm faces will turn into an explosion of laughter and a struggle to stay on one's feet. Panic spreads faster than the river itself, surging from the sea toward the city. Nothing matters anymore except escaping to safety and saving one's own life in this general chaos. In just a few seconds, nature has erased all the effort people put into arranging this coast. Quick intervention of rescuers returned this sea creature to where it belongs. Fortunately, the waves were strong enough to help it swim back toward the deep and safe blue. Today, one little sea story got a happy ending thanks to good people. Traveling this way looks like a scene from some futuristic movie about a submerged world. From each side of the window, only an endless horizon and deep water hitting the foundations can be seen. Only the bravest dare to take this route when the wind starts blowing harder. Tourists got a free face and body scrub in just a few seconds of this turbulent departure. No one expected such a spectacle while peacefully enjoying the afternoon sun and a cold drink. The helicopter now looks like a small dot on the horizon, leaving behind a cloud of dust and confused faces. It's funny to watch big snouts digging into the sand in search of refreshment and fun. No one dared to get too close because these visitors obviously don't know the rules of good vacation behavior. It seems the forest has become too cramped for their appetites, so they decided to test the sea temperature. Audience on the boats was left breathless following this incredible natural show in the distance. It seems these animals are truly having fun while performing flips and splashing everything around them. Nature reminds us again and again why these mammals are the favorite inhabitants of all the world's oceans. Owner stands next to this engineering failure and scratches his head, not knowing what to do next. The sight is so bizarre that all passers-by took out their cell phones to record this moment of total doom. Weight and gravity do not agree with the plans of those who do not use a scale before setting off. Shiver runs through the body of anyone who looks at this dark silhouette slowly gliding through the shallows. Although it may have no ill intent, the mere sight of that size is enough to empty the beach in record time. It is better to observe such creatures from a respectable distance or through the safe screen of your mobile phone. Looking up revealed a metal bird spinning around its axis at a dizzying speed. Every low flyover above the coast causes a rush of adrenaline and excitement among the thousands of gathered observers. This is the pinnacle of technology and human skill combined into one unforgettable summer moment on the beach. Just stay positive, no matter what happens. Swimmers were relaxedly waiting for fun in the shallows. The ocean sent them a greeting they will remember until the end of summer. Seconds separated the metal from total destruction. The passengers in the car probably still don't believe they made it through without a scratch. Captain spotted the thick metal rope too late. The vessel soared into the air and ended up in the sea's wet embrace. Centuries-old stone did not withstand the ravages of time and moisture. Tourists watched and shot as a piece of World Cultural Heritage. Board flew high above the turbulent surface. The pod decided that this particular surfer was redundant in their water kingdom. Steel bends under the blows of the raging ocean. The crew fights nature as the ship disappears into deep abysses between the waves. Wings are tangling in a dangerous dance above the hill. It looks like no one has control over what is currently happening in the air. Tires couldn't find a foothold on the ground. The riders fell like dominoes one after another in this impossible section. Owner left the pan completely unsupervised. Instead of putting out the fire, she simply ran out and closed the door.
I don't know what to do. Where is it? Holy.
Somebody shit.
Luxury and power met dangerously close. The yacht looked like a toy next to that massive and heavy transoceanic ship. Sparks flew in all directions at once. Guests ran headlong as smoke filled the room. Someone will surely have to pay a very high price for this failed spectacle. Narrow passage allows no room for error. All observers from the shore hold their breath as the bow slowly approaches the concrete. Crews frantically tried to change direction. The collision was inevitable due to excessive speed and poor distance estimation. This was definitely not a glorious day for these sailors. Nature has once again shown who actually rules these vast expanses.
Yep.
Such an incident is rarely seen in harbors. Both giants suffered serious damage to their sides due to poor pilot coordination. It will take weeks to repair all the damage caused.
Wow.
Beautiful evening became a dangerous battle zone. People screamed and fled as sparks showered their clothes and furniture. Life jackets became the most important thing. No one expected such force of impact on such a calm part of the coast. Everyone ended up wet and in total shock. It looks like a ghost that doesn't want to leave. Every new wave moves it just a little, but fails to pull it down into the dark. It's incredible to see such endurance of old and abandoned material.
Taking a slightly faster step could make you an unwilling victim.
Sound of impact on the concrete was terrifying. No one noticed the danger looming over the sidewalk that cold morning. Luck was the only factor today that prevented a major tragedy.
Transfer solar, man. Transfer solar.
Crew is desperately fighting against the untamable element. The power of nature here shows all its cruelty and power over human machines. Watching this scene leaves the observer in complete awe. Everyone present prays for a safe arrival at the port.
Kayo.
Gravity won in this unequal struggle. The workers could only watch as the expensive equipment slowly tilted toward the ground. Such a mistake in mass estimation will cost them a fortune. Never underestimate the weight of a boat that looks small.
Jesus.
Sea quickly
bridge
swallowed
was
tons of
simply
valuable
testing whether
goods.
the barge had
captain
remembered its
clearly
lesson
overlooked
about
the height
height.
of the cargo while passing under the massive concrete structure. Now the divers will have a lot of work at the bottom of the channel. The cargo owners will certainly not be happy about this incident at all. Help was fortunately on the way. Their little adventure ended in the worst possible way in the middle of nowhere. Let's hope the rescue service finds them quickly on this open sea. Fortunately, everyone had life jackets on.
You can't save it now. Get off the boat. Jump, jump, jump. Hurry up. You're putting our lives in danger. You gotta move faster. Move faster. No!
Former beauty of the sea is now slowly sinking into the darkness. The interior was completely burned before the ocean took control of the remains. This is truly a sad and terrible end for such an expensive vessel. Millions of dollars vanish beneath the surface in just a few hours.
Fast. Look at the mask go.
He finally managed to pull the prey onto dry land. Everyone present was speechless when they saw the size of this incredible fish. This moment was definitely worth every invested atom of strength. The photos will be the only proof friends believe tomorrow.
We got 150 pounds. That's what you.
40 pounds probably.
Splash was huge and splashed everyone. Instead of being on the trailer, the crane is now floating next to the boat it was supposed to lift. The engineers will have to explain well how this incredible oversight happened. The damage to the equipment is likely total and irreparable.
โดดลงตูดเลยทำให้โดนหลบมันคือ
Courage of this man is incredible, but very dangerous. Other road users moved away as he steered the burning machine toward the edge of the road. Let's hope no one was hurt in this fiery incident. It's a real miracle the fuel tank didn't explode in the middle of that fire.